Mr. Bethwin, I will prescribe his son a medication for his anxiety and mental breakdowns.
Okay.
He will have to take one every time he feels bad. Okay, Willow?
Yeah, okay.
It's some sort of pill that you will have to take every time you're feeling sad or anxious.
Sure.
Remember, you have to take one every time you feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
You could have done a better impression to the doctor.
How do you want me to act? Didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say. I don't like going to the doctor.
Could have dressed better.
Dad, you rushed me and tossed me in the car. I couldn't put better clothes on. Because it was the clothes I was wearing. And didn't have my shoes. And you grabbed them and tossed me at my face.
Well, yeah, you weren't ready.
And now I have to take these. Oh, great. Why did they give me a bag? Couldn't they just give me the box?
I'm dropping you home. I'm going back to the lab. I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, like always. Yeah. Thanks, Dad. You help a lot.
Thanks.
It was sarcasm.
Oh.
Okay. Chloe, is the video on? Is it recording?
It's recording. Hello?
The video. Is it recording?
It seems like it is, yeah. It's recording.
Good, thank you. Good evening and welcome, everyone, Your Highness, and people watching this video. My name is Nicholas Beththawing. And throughout the year of 2005 to 6, there was this idea in my mind that was a bit weird. And this idea was to somehow find a way to bring more resources to our country. And so I wanted to do something that could bring resources without taking from other countries. To go to another universe and take resources from an alternative universe. How are we going to do that, you ask? Well, with a portal. How am I going to create a portal, you ask? Simple. With a crystal. I created a machine.
Actually, it was me.
you're right. I invented a machine that could absorb the power of a crystal that I found. And with this crystal, produce enough energy to create a portal. So this is how it works. And now, less theory, more facts. Clover, please open the portal.
Order in 3, 2, 1.
Um, Clover? What is happening?
It is that I accidentally unplugged the machine. Sorry about that.
Really?
It should come back in now. Portal.
Right here. You have a portal. And this is the first time I will go through this portal.
Wait, what? That wasn't in the plan. Sorry to question your intelligence sometimes, sir, but are you stupid? Why are you going there?
I agree.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh,
Interesting.
came out of the portal.
Hello, human. Demon King.
Welcome to this universe. This is my lab. Do you know a little bit about the multiverse?
Yes, I do know a lot about the multiverse.
And do you mind answering a couple of questions for me? I'm releasing you quickly. I promise.
Sure.
Okay. Tell me your name.
𝒂 thelastfallen.
Let's see. So,
Well, Mr. But how is your universe?
I come from the universe 366, also known as Claymore War. The war was led by the Lastfallen against the king and his acolytes. My father had an army, but they were too powerful for them. They destroyed the whole army, and the king killed my father. The Lastfallen. Since that day, I followed the steps of my father and became the new Lastfallen who dominated the multiverse. And I want revenge on that guy. It was the battlefield that you arrived in. That's where I saw your portal. It got me curious.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. LSC. Nice meeting you, and nice having you in this universe. If you don't mind, I would like to keep you a little bit more to know a bit, more about you and the multiverse, and mostly the multiverse. I would like to know about the multiverse. You seem to know a good about it. So, do you think? Great. Great. Nice to have you here.
Hello everybody, thank you for joining me here today. Eric is back. He's here. It's Eric, he's here. Come on. He's back.
Hi everyone, I'm back.
How's your knee? Feeling better?
I'm feeling better.
Oh, I have something for you.
A camera.
Yes, it's been simple introduced since your accident. So it's obligatory. No, get out.
important. Oh, sure.
Oh, hi.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Eric Milligan.
I'm Marcus White.
We'll do some investigations together. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
You'll be my assistant.
Alright.
Good. I feel alright. Food. Tea. 2. Check. And 4 pizza. Check. And the cans. Oh, give me an extra green one for fun. Good. Yeet. So much food.
It's here.
swords from the battlefield that Alice talked about. It's the battlefield. The swords are found on the battlefield. Let's analyze them. Maybe there's some multiversal fingerprints on it.
These are swords from the army of my father.
To it. What's this one looks like? Looks very small.
That sword is the basic sword from the armies. There was multiple of them. This is the claymore that slayed my father. That sword with the eye is the sword that my father used to lead battle.
Multiple of them were similar. Like the big one and the small gold one were similar. But the smaller one is definitely unique. There's one. I only found one. I scattered around the whole field, but there was only one. So that's definitely unique. That's why. Yeah, Your Highness. Well, I found multiple redness, and this very full in scrolls from this one, from them, from there. And that's very interesting. That's very cool. The story I've got. That's good. Greetings.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I would like to deliver something.
Okay. Where would you like to deliver this?
To Pendulum, Mr.BETHRWING's luck.
What is the content of the box?
Sure, it's none of your business.
Okay. When do you want it to be sent?
Tomorrow.
Unfortunately, sir, it cannot be sent until next week.
Okay.
Do you have an expedition sticker, Your Highness?
No.
Do you want one?
Do I need one?
If you want to deliver it, you will need one, yes.
If it's an obligation, why are you asking me if I want one? Of course I want one. I want to deliver it. And remove that stupid hat. You're inside.
No offense, sir, but you are wearing one too.
How much is it?
$10 for shipping paper.
10? 10?
Thank you. Have a nice day.
What do I eat?
think I'm lost. I'm on the right road now. Could you please tell me where's the lab? Well, thanks, it's up in the lab, but where? Where's the fucking lab? You said it was on east. I'm in the goddamn forest now. What the fuck? Where the hell am I? There's someone.
Oh, bird.
Yeah, hi. I was looking for Mr. BETHRWING. Do you know Forgive?
Oh, yeah. I'm his son.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're right.
My name is Gongodo.
Oh, have a seat.
Oh,
This, Clover, is a package from the king. The letter. This.
Holy carrots! What in the flying carrots is this?
Clover.
Wow! That's a lot of money.
Look at that.
What? But,
It's money, Clover. A lot of money. Let's keep it in here. Just keep it. Let's just keep it in here. In this package and in the box. Let's keep this box like it is. Let's not touch it yet until we need it. So, tell me, is this what I think it is? Is this what I think? Look, it is nice. Great. Good. Because this book is very important for us. It is. It's very important for us. And it has the same proportions, the same magical proportions, teleportation proportions as your map. This is going to be great to help us in our multiversal documentation. This is going to be even better than those maps. Good. Well, nice. That's very, very good. Good news. Good news. My son has a friend. I have money. I have the book. Great. I can now remove the contract with Tyrus. And, well, maybe not right now. I kind of think I'm gonna keep the money. I'm gonna keep him pay me until a certain pinpoint. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the contract with him for now. And then, at some point, until I reach the amount that I don't need anymore, I will remove the contract and keep the box, keep the money. And if something happens to him, I keep the money he gave me on the contract, and the contract is done after that. And so I can keep this money he gave me and the money the king just gave me for the multiversal rotation. And then I might give some to us and to you. I might give some to my son and to you.